Thanks everybody for joining us. Alex, what is going on with Cynthia Abcug, the mother in Colorado, 50 years old, that is accused of plotting with QAnon conspiracy theorists to kidnap her son from foster care, a son that was removed from her custody because she was allegedly suffering from Munchausen by proxy and was making it sick, her little boy. Tell us about the latest.
Well, she had a status hearing this morning. She was supposed to start her jury trial this week, but last week, sometime, the state attorney's office had turned over 1,400 pages of discovery that the defense said they had not ever received. The judge asked about it. State's attorney said that the pediatric office the records came from thought mistakenly that they were DHS. And so instead of sending updated, they sent the entire file, to which they sent over to the defense. And they freaked out thinking, oh my God, we've got 1,400 pages of medical records. We don't have time to review these and start a trial next week. So they apparently filed a motion for continuance. And then there was an issue about an interview with Cynthia's daughter that there were no notes on, and the defense filed a motion for mistrial based on they did not get that discovery. State's attorney explained that nothing, it was a sit-down interview. There was no evidence gleaned from the interview. The judge seemed to be okay with that and denied the motion for mistrial. And then they did file a motion to exclude witnesses. So they're wanting to exclude the daughter's testimony and the testimony of two expert physician witnesses. And the judge denied those also. And so they rescheduled the jury trial to take place August 2nd through the 5th. And there were questions about whether or not, the speedy trial that everyone is entitled to. But Cynthia had waived her right to a speedy trial at her plea hearing. And so there was discussion about, that this new jury trial is within the time limit of speedy trial, which is October 6th. So that means if they have to continue the August 2nd date and the new date is not within that October 6th timeline, then they may be able to file a motion for mistrial because of the speedy trial. But the judge thinks it's going to go forward August 2nd through the 5th jury trial. And then she has a April 16th permanent planning hearing with the family court on one of the juvenile cases. And a permanent planning hearing is where they review the welfare of the child, take a look at case progress, and reach decisions regarding permanent placement of the child. So that's going to happen in 4 days. So that's what's happening with Cynthia. We're going to have to wait another couple of months for her jury trial. But she has not taken a plea, so.
Mm-hmm. And Alex, just for people that are not familiar with the background of this story, tell us about who Cynthia Abcug is and what she was accused of before her arrest and charges. She was allegedly a Munchausen by proxy mom, which is a mom that makes their child sick or fabricates illnesses in order to get attention via their child. Tell us about that.
Right. So she had been accused of Munchausen's by proxy, which, as you said, it's making your child sick to get attention. And then she was doing the circuit, the YouTube circuit of the anti-family court movement at anti-CPS. And she got caught up with a group that runs with someone we all know. And they convinced her, or she agreed to participate in an armed kidnapping of her son from his foster home or foster care placement. And so she was charged with that, went on the run. They assisted her financially across the United States to flee from law enforcement and an FBI warrant for her arrest. Um, and then she was arrested. So now she also not only has the conspiracy to commit armed kidnapping charge, but they also charged her with child abuse for the medical abuse of her child.
Yes, and it all culminated with her arrest in Montana, I believe. Isn't that right, Alex?
Yeah, I think they were in Montana when she and her traveling partner, James Ramos, were arrested.
And now she is facing charges. Her trial is expected to begin in August, and she was being aided by this crazy conspiracy theory group, QAnon, as well as this faction of QAnon that's involved in sovereign citizen anti government nonsense. And Cynthia was aided by them. She was given money by them. One man supplied her, quote, bodyguard, unquote, with a gun. And they were traveling all around the country and plotting to kidnap her child. That trial is going to start in August. We're going to cover it every day. And Just Me Fraudbuster said, "What is this about?" We're talking about Cynthia Abcug. That trial is going to start in August, and we're going to cover it in August every day after the trial is over. And Timothy Holmseth and Randy Erickson are in chat. Trumpets 777 Roar says, "Levi, get a new topic." Listen, Randy, I know that you would love for us to get a new topic because the heat is on you and your disgusting, vile, perverted crew that plans to kidnap children, but we're not. We're going to stay on top of you until all of you face justice for the nonsense that you pull and the crimes that you've committed. We're not going to put up with it anymore. We're not going to get a new topic. So buckle up, Randy.
Buckle up, Buttercup. And instead of being a keyboard warrior, Randy, why don't you call in? Or we can call you if that would be more convenient for you. It's hilarious how they show up and type their vomit on their keyboards, but neither one of them can, debate anybody. They just have to throw insults and act like children.
And I put the link to our chat. So if you want to come on, just click that link and we will have you on and let you give your opinion, your thoughts, ask a question. We're going to open up the show at the end of the show. And Randy Erickson, she's not going to come on. She knows that we're on to her and her BS. We're going to talk about the Abby and Libby murder case right now, Alex. This case is really horrific because we have a killer of two little girls on the loose 4 years later.